Kate, what have y'all taken from these two exhibitions? What do you think you learned about yourselves from both of these games?
Can you repeat the question again, please?
What do you think that y'all have taken away from these exhibitions? What do you think you learned about yourselves in these two games?
I mean, I feel like these two exhibitions definitely showed us the little things that we have to work on. Like, obviously, we practice against each other, but going out there and playing against somebody else shows you things. I think we definitely have to work. I feel like offense is flowing pretty good for us, so just focusing on defense, getting stops, and learning each other more.
Kate, through these two exhibition games, what do you guys think you've learned as a team, and with the season starting next week?
Um, Honestly, similar to what I just said, I feel like we continue to learn each other as a player more and more every game and every practice. I think we learned that we have to continue working on our defense and our transition defense, sprinting back, continue getting in shape, and just getting more comfortable on the offensive end.
Kate, how do you think you and Amaya's games sort of complement each other with y'all on the front court together?
I feel like when me and Mama are both on the court, we definitely bring a lot of size. So I feel like that's our advantage. We can play good off of each other. High-low passing works pretty good for us. So having that rebounding threat as well. So I feel like continue working off of each other, not getting each other way, and feeding each other the ball.
That's a good answer.
Hey, Kate, can you just talk about the guards getting the ball down low to both you and Amaya? It looked like, they flashed in ways that they just like their passing kind of stood out. What did you see from your guard play?
I feel like our guard's been great with getting us the ball. Even when it's not the game and practice and people don't see it, that's something that we work on every day. So I feel like them having that faith in us and us making our layups and them continuing passing the ball down there, even when they might have an open shot. But they've been great with all that and just them taking their time, understanding how we like to receive the ball, where everybody likes to catch the ball. That's been great to see as well.
Anybody else? Last one.
Kate, so tell us why you transferred here.
Um, I would say it was just a better fit for me. I feel like my game and me as a person, I needed something new. I needed a change. Notre Dame is a great university, but I felt like my life needed a change. And LSU reached out to me once again, and it's a blessing from God to be here. And, I say God works in mysterious ways. So for me, it was just a better opportunity, a better fit.
Questions for Coach?
None? Oh, darn. Thought I was out of here.
Coach Starkey, have you heard that they officially parted ways with athletic director Scott Woodward, and what are your thoughts on that?
I have. It made its way to the bench. Um, when we were making our Final Four runs in the early 2000s, Scott was working in the chancellor's office. And I got to know him then. He did a lot of things through the support of Chancellor Emmert at that time that helped our program become relevant. When we hadn't been relevant before, we had an ear and a friend in the chancellor's office, and then I was fortunate to work for Scott at Texas A&M, where he did an amazing job. Trust me, I was there. Did an amazing job. And then I've got to come here and got to work with him again. And 40 years of collegiate coaching. I've worked for two phenomenal athletic directors. One was Skip Burtman, the other one was Scott Woodward. Scott has a deep love for coaches and student athletes. and the people that work for him. He works incredibly hard to make sure that we have the resources. He has a passionate love about this university and about this state. And we, and me personally, are a whole lot better for him.
Coach, how have you all as a program reacted to everything that's transpired this week, from Brian Kelly getting fired all the way to today?
Well, unfortunately, it's kind of a normal part of being in college athletics, isn't it? You know, Coach Malky is incredible at steering teams through situations on and off the court, social issues, athletic issues, just anything that we go through. She's a truth speaker, and she's not afraid of confrontation or talking to kids about things. So we've had some conversations. It's difficult. You know, our student athletes know student athletes on the football team. Our coaches know coaches in the football thing. I mean, I think it's one of the things that get overshadowed, that these are people and human beings that are going through these situations, and they have families, and it always gives us pause. You know, if you've been in it long enough, you've gone through it yourself. I mean, I've had to go through it. So I just think we do a good job about being honest. Kim doesn't sweep anything on the rug. She makes sure we have conversations about it, and I think that really helps.
Can you just talk about Maya Joyner tonight and what you saw from her and her physicality? It feels a lot different than maybe the post play from last year.
Well, I don't think there's any question, and that's a great observation. And I feel like you have her, you have Kate, you have Meg. Those are three physical players that aren't afraid of contact, and it gives you a presence inside on both ends of the floor. And I think it'll make us better. And I'm glad you noticed that. Mai's incredibly physical, but she also has some finesse to her game. If you watch her finish around the rim, she can bang, 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 and then give you a finger roller, a little jump hook. And she's a great kid. I mean, we've really added not just some good players, but we've added some good people. You know, if Coach was here, she would tell you this has really been one of the most enjoyable teams we've been around in a while, because they're just very teachable. They're very coachable. The chemistry's great. You know, if you watch them play, they share the basketball. And a lot of that starts with the new kids coming in and taking ownership and wanting to be a part of this, and Mama's at the top of that list.
You were here when LSU hired Saban and moved past some things that had held LSU back in the past. What's the importance now? A lot of people view right now that LSU's at a crossroads in terms of uniting and moving forward. What's the importance of this time, do you think?
You know, I don't have an answer for that, because I think I'm going to do the intelligent thing and stay in my lane on this one. Before somebody, I do want to mention this because I'm excited about it. Our defense was really good today, and it really, you know, that's not in conjunction with the team we played. There were some things that we haven't been doing well. We haven't been helping and recovering. Our rotations have been poor, and all of that. We spent a lot of time this week working on that. And I felt really good about how our kids responded and played today defensively. You know, it's not, you know, you mentioned Saban, you know, don't be result oriented. I didn't care if they made the shot or they didn't make the shot. What I cared about was the execution of the possession. And I just saw growth in that area. So I just want to make sure I got that on record.
Bob, if this team were to go very far, what would be, you think, is that they're going to say that the LSU team got it done this way, which is different from previous years under Kim?
Well, you know, the obvious answer that I think always goes into that is you need to be reasonably healthy. You know, I don't care what sport you coach or you know what the makeup of your team is. You need a little bit of good fortune with your health, because it's obviously we have the pieces. We have the pieces. I think Jada Richard continuing to grow as a point guard is important because to me, she's been the X factor for us. You know, you see her in the 2 exhibition games, but if you come to practice every day, I mean, she holds the thing together on both ends. So if she continues to grow, and then we need to make sure we have some quality backup play at the point guard. But you see, we've got depth. I mean, we got 3 tremendous perimeter threats with Flage and Michaela and Fuwali, and we got a bevy of post players. I mean, we got all the pieces. So we need point guard play. We need to be healthy, and we just need to continue to grow and learn and get better.
Coach, not that you're not great, but do you mind sharing, if you can, why Coach Mulkey didn't join us?
Yeah, she's heartbroken.
Fair enough. Do you think you guys accomplished everything that you wanted to within these 2 exhibition games?
I really do. I really do. And you know, if you followed Kim and every year we play these exhibition games and you see her just play, we start different lineups, we play different rotations, and none of that's helter skelter. Those are things we talk about in staff meetings. We want to see this group play together. We want to see this group play together. We want to make sure we're running these sets with these groups. And then the best thing is just actually having some film to pour into other than playing yourself. So I think we got through our combinations. And I think, like I said, I just really pleased with the improvement from the first exhibition game to this one. And I think that's all we could ask. And we got through those 2 exhibition games healthy. So I think we did.
Coach, what have you seen from Fuwali so far? How is she fitting in with the rest of the group, and what do you think you'll see from her this season?
Well, chemistry-wise, it's like she's been here for 5 years. I mean, she's just a wonderful kid to be around. She's incredibly coachable. She's always knocking on my door to watch film. She has an attitude of wanting to learn and wanting to grow. You know, we're actually working with her at 2 different positions. She's learned the point guard, which is not an easy position to learn at all. And I mean, she's a special player. You know, you see segments of it during the game, especially when she gets in the open court, the things that she can make happen. So as she continues to learn, Coach Mulkey and her teammates and her system, I just think you're going to see a lot more of those special moments. And again, she's been a blast to coach. She's just a good person.
I guess going off of that, just with so many new pieces on the team, how has everyone kind of meshed together, and how has that kind of translated onto the court?
The chemistry on this team is as good chemistry as I've been around in a long time. I mean, these guys go to the mall together. They take turns cooking at their apartments, and the team comes together. They make TikToks together. But I think you see it on the floor. I mean, what do we have? We had, 23 turnovers. 23 assists. They're sharing the basketball. I thought we overpassed some. And if you're a coach, that's a great problem that you get to fix. So, and we got a lot of basketball to play. And certainly rotations and playing time will change as we get into more difficult games. But right now, this is a really, really close-knit team, and you see it every single day in practice. They lift each other, they help each other, and that's one of the reasons I think we've been able to grow to this point. Thank you, guys.